Hi, welcome to Statistics. My name is Rachel Webb. Our course is broken out into 3 pieces. The first piece is descriptive statistics, and we're going to describe samples both numerically and graphically. This will be actually somewhat review for a lot of people, and the course might seem easy at first. We are going to switch gears pretty rapidly into probability theory, and that might be new material. Most likely this will be new material for a lot of people and can be a little bit more difficult. It's the math behind chance. With those 2 topics, then we move into inferential statistics, and that's the interesting stuff. That's where we infer something from the sample back to our population, and where we can actually look at whether our results were significant or not. So that's our plan. It's a very fast-paced course. I know we're shoving a lot of material into a very short term. So I've put together a video on some tips for passing statistics. So why study statistics? Most of you are here because it's required. Hopefully we can change your mind a little bit. Do you have insurance? Have you ever been to the doctor? Do you watch the weather? Have you ever gambled? Have you ever voted? Notice a margin of error? Do you watch sports? Do you own stocks or investments or wish to? Have you ever filled out a survey? Do you use social media? I know you've taken a test. Do you recognize these brands? Then you have used statistics. Picture a traditional college class, a teacher at the front of the room, lecturing, reading PowerPoints with concepts and formulas for students to study. Questions may get answered. An assignment is given. Read a chapter, complete a problem set. Answers are in the back of the book. Look familiar? Good. Now throw that away. In our statistics class, learning happens from doing. In class, you'll spend time doing problems and activities. Out of class, you'll spend time reading, watching lectures, and completing homework problems in the computer learning platform called Realize It. You will learn by doing rather than observing. This will feel different, but also interesting, maybe even exciting. To help you get the most out of this experience, we have some recommendations on how to be successful in statistics. A distraction-free studying place is going to be really important. When you have screens open, social media, phones are ringing, all of that is going to help distract you. Now, distraction-free is different. I work really well in a busy coffee shop with some headphones on, but you might need a quiet space. Some work best in the morning, some at night. Find the time and place that works for you. Taking notes is going to be crucial, and some people just don't feel comfortable taking notes, handwritten notes. Maybe you have big handwriting or you're slow, but it is a really valuable tool in this class, and so find something that works for you. Are you an artist? Have you ever looked at sketch notes? Cornell notes, there's a great way to organize things. Here's a video if you wanted to go more in depth on note-taking, and I can give you some tools during office hours as well. Taking notes is going to help you take important information, synthesize it, and recall it for quizzes and exams. You also get a page of notes for your exams. That page of notes is going to be crucial for passing that exam. Use color. Highlight section headers, draw lines for section breaks, switch pin colors for new topics, and I can't stress enough that you need to practice with this class. Design your notes in a way you can use them later to quiz yourself. Leave space on the page, for example. Cover that work. See if you can answer it without looking. Make your own study guide. Quiz yourself. Can you copy a problem, close your notebook, explain how it's solved without any help? If you can't, without your notes, then you know what you need to work on. Mix it up. In class, we'll go through topics in order from start to finish. And on a test, they're going to be all mixed up. Try using 80-20 rule, where 80% of your time practicing new material and 20% is practicing material from previous topics. Get organized. Date everything. Keep it in order from the first day of class. A 3-ring binder works great. Insert worksheets, handouts, and notes in a linear fashion. Correct your work. As you get work back, go back through it, see what you did wrong, and actually correct it and write out the process that you'd use to have that information for your exams. Come to class prepared. Well, first of all, just come to class. If you do miss a class, try to get a class member to get notes for you, announcements, other things. Not all of our material is going to make it back up online. Look at the course calendar in D2L and find out what sections are going to be covered that week. And then go through that section, realize it before class, taking detailed notes. Read ahead. We cover most of the text, so start early and keep reading. Bring your calculator every day, your notes, your formula packet. Now, reading the textbook, it's going to be a little easier because it's delivered in small sections and Realize It. So go through Realize It before class, and you don't really actually even need to read your book. As you read through material, take handwritten notes, and then use those notes to actually work through the problem. So you're going to see a problem, write that problem down in your notebook, and then how did you solve that problem? That should go in your notes. Ask questions when you're stuck. Make a list of questions as you're taking notes. Bring them to class or office hours or post them to the discussion board.
Time management is going to be important in this class. It's really fast-paced. We have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class schedule. Put something in your planner. Use your Google Calendar. Connect it to your smartphone so that it reminds you of when you time to study. Schedule in 30-minute sessions between classes and some weekend hours. You may need less time. When you start, realize that each section is going to start with a determined knowledge. You can skip this, but you're going to cause yourself a lot more work. It's going to ask you, how much do you know of material? And it's okay to say not at all. The point with this adaptive system is that it will adjust to how much you are taking in from previous knowledge. Use your resources. We have free tutoring here in the Learning Center. We are going to have a supplemental instructor that's going to be here every day and working with us in class, another resource that you can use. We're going to be working with an advising center so that they have an advisor that's going to be working with students that are falling behind. Form a study group. Now, study groups can be really annoying if people don't show up prepared. So plan it out ahead of time. There's many tools to think about and give people tasks that make a good study group. Office hours. Please come to my office hours. If you're stuck on a problem, write that problem down, take a screenshot, or bring your laptop in with the question. If you miss class, this would be a good start to see if you missed anything important. If you're lost on a topic, write down where you're stuck and bring in your notes. If you don't even know what to ask, just say so and we can make a plan to get you back on track. Going to college may feel overwhelming. You're busy, life can throw you all sorts of distractions, but commit yourself to looking at stats every day. A little bit every day is going to go a lot more than cramming on the weekend. The more consistently you practice and evaluate yourself, the more you're already preparing for tests. Practice, practice, and more practice. And you can do this.